Hello YouTube world, today I'm going to show you how to fix a roast in the crock pot. This is a crock pot and this is a roast. This is super easy and you can make like a high quality meal. I don't really do it anymore because I have a roommate who made such a mess in the kitchen and had to hide all the pots and pans. Okay, he's about to move out. Anyway, alright, so like this is kind of like the roast I would normally use, frozen. I like them in this like thick plastic. I bought this back at Thanksgiving to like cook for some friends, and then like it mixed up what day it was. You can see like when I bought it, December 15th, 2015. It's frozen, so it's fine. But like it's like normally I buy them like half the size. I don't really have anyone to cook for anymore that like would come over and eat. But, like I don't really buy them like half the size. I don't really cook them anymore. So it's just been sitting. It's like March now. But this is the crock pot. So it's got a lid, duh. Needs a little cleaning. But it's just like basically the ceramic thing. It's like stone, you know? And it's for cooking all day. And you can make like the best meat in your life with this thing. But you have to do it right. So I don't even know, this one will even fit in there. Like that one doesn't even fit in the pot. Oh, that won't, you can't cook that one in the pot. Well, I don't know, I'll probably have to cut it in half and then like one day. But I've only cooked pork roast in here. I've never messed with beef roast yet. But what you do is you're gonna take this out and you're gonna turn the crock pot to like the lowest possible heat. And this is like first thing in the morning, you get up, all you do, open that up, you might rinse it off a little bit. It's frozen as hard as a rock. And you're gonna cake like as much salt around the exterior of it as you can. And then you're gonna get a bag of onion soup mix, which you'll find it at the store. I'm not gonna show it to you, but just go get onion soup mix, and you're gonna put it only on the top, and put the roast down in there. Okay. This next part is the essential part. That like the motivation for me making this video is like it was Christmas or something, and my grandma fixed one, and she did it all wrong, and I didn't want to like say anything to her, cause she's like can be like super immature and get all butt hurt and stuff. But like she put the roast in there and then had water like all the way up to the top of the roast. Okay, what's gonna happen when you do that? Even if you have the roast in there and like you have it like just half deep in water, then all of the flavor in the roast will be in the water, and the gravy you make from the water will be incredible, but like the roast will be super flavorless. And she kept saying, I cooked it too long, I cooked it too long. I was like, you didn't cook it too long. You can cook this thing all day. So like I'll get up in the morning, put this thing on, and go to work and come home at the end of the day, and if you cook it too long, it's gonna burn. It's not gonna like deflavor. There's nowhere for the flavor to go. The flavor's in there. It's not gonna just cook into the air or something. The reason hers was very flavorful because I made that mistake before. I put too much water in, thinking, well, let's try something different. All right, you want some water in there. I think it'll like burn or something. And you got to have some juices and some steam, you know. But there's ice in it anyway. But you want it just barely sitting in water, like an inch of water, like just enough so that it's sitting in water just barely, if that makes sense. And that's the key, like. And just cook it long enough where it's done. And you'll come in here and it'll just be like finger pull apart, and then it'll be like super good, you know. So it's like a lot of salt and flavor on the outside, but that will seep down in and it'll be perfect down inside. But it's got to slow roast. Okay. Once you're done, you make your gravy. Like all you gotta do is take some of those juices and put them in a pan, and like 3 spoonfuls of flour, however much. There's no like certain amount of flour you want to do, like how much flour you want to do. You just put water in there, mix it all up so that it's like, you know, and then just boil the water away until it gets to the thickness that you want. Add salt if necessary. You got gravy, okay. And then I like to use this guy. He's seen a lot of action. The rice cooker. Okay, so this thing, so like what you do is you're gonna put the roast on in the morning, and then you come home, all you gotta do is really cook rice, and while the rice is cooking, you make the gravy and like a can of whatever vegetable, which, you know, here I am, I'm a black eyed pea lover. So anyways, most people like the green beans. I don't know what's up with those people. So like, anyways, this guy. Alright, so everyone loses a little cup that's like that measures the amount of water per rice. Don't sweat it. It's 1.5. So however much rice you put in 1.5. But if you put in double or triple, it's not going to affect anything because I've done it. Okay. If you start putting in quadruple or like 5 times as much water as rice you put in, then like you'll get this like juicy rice. Which like if you want the juicy rice, like it's good. But if you want normal like fluffy rice, then just put in like double or maybe triple. And then you got your gravy. You got rice and gravy, and you got some of the best meat in the world. You can make your bread. You probably know how to do that. But just remember the key with this that even my grandma didn't know. She's like 80. Okay. She's been around the block a jillion times longer than I have. And she had the roast all the way deep in here, and I was like, it's not gonna work. Try different things and like, you know, mess up sometimes. Cause I tried that and like found out what happened. I tried the other way. Basically, the flavor will go into the water, but you don't want no water in there. So you want the thing just so that it's sitting in like a little puddle, you know, like maybe 1 inch deep or maybe less. Okay, but literally try different things. The amount of water you put in there is key. So you're just gonna just take this. You're gonna cake it in salt. Just, you know, not like a thick crusty layer, but just salt all over it real good. And then the onion soup mix on top of it. All you gotta do, dude. It'll be phenomenal. You put it on low first thing in the morning. You come home, be phenomenal. All right. And I hope you enjoy this video and eat well on the cheap. It's like this giant thing. When I had half one, this is like $10. Okay, I had half one of these. It'd feed like, you know, 3 grown men with like some leftovers. You know, like 1 or 2 leftover. Okay, the rice couldn't be cheaper. And the gravy, you're just using 2 spoonfuls of flour or whatever. So, and then your can of black eyed peas, you know, per serving it's probably the most expensive thing. So anyway, 20 minutes when you get home and you've got a high quality supper. So thanks and have a lovely, lovely day.